Hello everyone, Zio on this side. So today we are starting with a topic called as neuron as the structural and functional unit of neural system. Okay, so let's get started. Here, basically starting with the first thing first, that is called as a definition. So the neuron is a microscopic structure which is composed of three major parts called as cell body, dendrites and axon. So basically this cell body is also called as cyton. Okay, this cell body is also called as cyton, whereas the dendrites are also called as dendron. Okay, dendron. Deal with. So the neuron consists of cell body, dendrites, and axon or cyton, dendron, and axon. And the cell body contains the cytoplasm with typical cell organelle and certain granular bodies. Okay, do remember one case. Neuron is at the end of the day a cell. So if it is a cell, it has to have typical cell organelles, but it has some special granular bodies as well. They are called as Nissls granules. Okay, they are called as Nissls granules. And do remember one thing, that the Nissl granules are present in cyton, and they are present in cyton as well as in the dendron also. Okay, go for now. Here, so the Nissl granules, short fibers which branch repeatedly and project out of the body also, they contain Nissl granules and are called as dendrites. So here, the dendrites are the fibers. The dendrites are the fibers which transmit the impulse towards the cell body. Okay, which transmit impulse towards the cell body. And the axon is a long fiber at the distal end of which is branched. So basically, if I'm drawing a neuron, something like this, so ultimately this will be a neuron for me. Okay, these are the outgrowth. They will be called as a dendrons. This portion will be called as the cyton or the cell body, and this elongated portion is called as axon. Okay, I'll be dealing with the diagram as well. So here, the distal end, okay, the distal end of which is branched, and each branch terminate as a bulb-like structure called as synaptic knob. So the end of the axon will be ending at the synaptic knob, which is like the bulb-like structure. Okay, and the synaptic knob possesses the synaptic vesicles. So do remember one thing: whenever the word vesicle is coming, like you already know that they are responsible for the secretion of something. Okay, they are responsible for the secretion of something, and here they are responsible for secretion of the neurotransmitters, for the neurotransmitter. So do remember one thing, there are a lot of different types of neurotransmitter. For example, one of the most common neurotransmitter is called as acetylcholine. Correct? One of the most common neurotransmitters is called as acetylcholine, whereas there are some as well called as serotonin. Hopefully you already know this serotonin, or there are some dopamine as well. Correct? Okay. Serotonin, dopamine, acetylcholine, glycine is also a neurotransmitter. Okay, glycine, even like the GABA, it is also a neurotransmitter. Okay, and one extra, that is called as norepinephrine. Norepinephrine, it is also a neurotransmitter. Okay, so go for deal with. So here the different chemicals are present. They are called as a neurotransmitter, which are present in the synaptic vesicles, which is present in the synaptic knob of axon of the neuron. Now the axons are transmitting the nerve impulse. The axons are transmitting the nerve impulse away from the cell body. Okay, they are transmitting the nerve impulse away from the cell body to a synapse, which means the connection between neuron and neuron is called a synapse, or to the neuromuscular junction, which means the connection between the neuron and the muscle cell. Okay, deal with. So basically the impulse is transmitted from the dendron, okay, dendron to cyton or the cell body, and from the cyton to the axon. Okay, deal with. So the impulse has been generated near the dendron. So from dendron to cyton it will pass, and from cyton to axon, and then axon to the next neuron or to the muscle cell, depending on the location of a specific neuron. Okay, so here the number of the axon and the dendron are playing a very much important role in the type, or deciding the type of the neuron. For example, the neurons are divided into three types. Okay, the first one is called the multipolar neuron. We'll be dealing with the example of a diagram of the multipolar neuron with one axon and two or more dendrons. Okay, so the multipolar neuron is having only one single axon and two or more dendron. Do remember the case and the example as well. It is found in the cerebral cortex. It is found in the cerebral cortex, which means the upper portion of the cerebrum. Okay, deal with. The second type of the neuron is called as bipolar, which means they'll be having one axon and one dendron. Okay, and the location of bipolar neuron is in the retina of eye. If you are preparing for a competitive exam, please do remember this, because this type of questions they may ask. This is something like general knowledge of questions, general knowledge like question. Either you know the answer or you don't know the answer. You can't guess these kind of questions. Okay, go for. So we are done with the multipolar, which is present in the cerebral cortex, and we are done with the bipolar neuron as well, which is present in the retina of the eye. And the last but not the least one is called as unipolar, which means the cell body with one axon only and no dendron, which is found only in the embryonic stage, which means a normal human do not have any unipolar neuron, rather they do have the bipolar in the retina of their eye, and they do have multipolar in the cerebral cortex of their brain. Okay, now there are two types of axon as well. They are called as a myelinated and non-myelinated. Okay, myelinated and non-myelinated. Now what does this myelinated means? The myelinated nerve fibers are enveloped by Schwann cells. Okay, the supportive cells of the neurons are called as Schwann cells, or rather I'll be going for a huge category that is called as glial cells. Okay, the Schwann cells which form a myelin sheath, that is a type of coating around the axon. Okay, that is a kind of coating around the axon. Okay, sphingomyelin is the coating. So basically myelin sheath around the axon, and the gap between two adjacent myelin sheath are called as nodes of Ranvier. So basically the whole axon is not covered by the myelin, rather it will be covered by at some places, and some places it will be absent. So these are the gaps, correct? And this gap is called as node of Ranvier. I repeat, the gap between two adjacent myelin sheath are called as nodes of Ranvier. And the myelinated nerve fibers are found in the spinal and the cranial nerves, which means in the central nervous system. Correct? Myelinated nerve fibers are found in the spinal and the cranial nerves, and unmyelinated nerve fiber is enclosed by a Schwann cell, but this Schwann cell is not forming a myelin sheath, which means a protective covering. Okay, for a saltatory conduction of the nerve impulse or fast conduction of the nerve impulse, the nerve should be myelinated, and if the nerve is not myelinated, the impulse will be not as fast as compared with the myelinated one. So here Schwann cells are present, but still they are not forming a myelin sheath in case of the unmyelinated nerve fibers around the axon, and it is commonly found in the autonomous and the somatic nervous system, which means the ANS. Okay, or SNS. So deal with the case. Myelinated is found in the spinal and the cranial nervous system, whereas the autonomous and the somatic nervous system are having unmyelinated nerve fibers. Done? Okay, now dealing with the diagram. So here in the diagram, we can observe that yes, this is a multipolar neuron, because we have dendrites a lot of different places. This one, and this one, all of them are dendron, whereas we are having only one axon. Correct? And this place, these are called as the synaptic knobs. Okay, these are called as synaptic knobs. Now correct. Okay, deal with the case. This is a cell body which is called as a cyton. We do have a nucleus as well. We do have some granules, something like this. They are called as a nasal granule, which are present in the cyton as well. They are present in the dendrites as well. These are the covering. These are the Schwann cells which are forming the myelinated sheath. We do have the gaps as well, and the gaps are called as nodes of Ranvier. Correct? Okay. Then the axon is ending at the synaptic knob, which is containing the synaptic vesicles, which have the neurotransmitter. For example, the acetylcholine, dopamine, serotonin, norepinephrine, glycine, or GABA. Okay. Okay. Gamma aminobutyric acid. The full form of GABA is gamma aminobutyric acid. So hopefully this structure of neuron is beneficial for you guys. Thank you very much for your so much support. If you do have any kind of questions, you can ask me there in the comment section as well. Thank you.